What's up, homies? We are the founders of Atrius Development Group. I'm Ryan and my partner Malcolm here. We just wanted to kind of go over on just what has transpired over the last 45 days or so. I'm going to touch on kind of the initial launch. So when we launched our product kind of towards the end of May, obviously there was an influx in demand, right? So we kind of scaled up our fulfillment bottleneck during that time. And, we kicked out a timeline basically starting from early June. And from that, I made a mistake with the timeline because I was living in the world of quantities, right? So as we were getting orders out, product was coming in and we were catching up on fulfillment. The fatal mistake I made during that month was I did not equate for one, the volume of orders and the quantity at which people were buying. So we made a mistake because we basically had untapped individual orders. During that time, we addressed the problem orders and we moved on to the non-affected orders during the crash, which is why the order numbers weren't aligned, right? So it wasn't by choice. We were just trying to expedite the process and kind of clean it up as we go. I know we get a lot of questions as why we did the launch that we did. You gotta understand this product category is kind of vulnerable right now. There's a lot of adversaries out there kind of stifling kind of innovation and we believe to be damaging kind of to the industry. So because of that, we had to effectively do a really good job to kind of protect, obviously us, the team, but also the industry and the community as a whole from our stance. And fortunately, we were able to kind of achieve that. I know people are having problems with some of the dealers that supported us early on, and we're very grateful for that support to get us where we are today. But there was a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that we couldn't really address, which I can address now. So a lot of the dealers weren't able to ship orders out because not only did we have an effective launch, but we also triggered a very negative response from the financial institutions that kind of cater to our industry. So what wasn't being told at the time is I virtually kind of had a gun to our head on us not being able to service our dealers, and that's what was delaying a lot of the customers that were supporting our dealers and us during that time. Fortunately, we found a reliable, supportive, pro two-way financial institution that is now supporting us, and we're very grateful for that. And so that has been addressed, and that was a huge critical kind of bottleneck that we kind of had to navigate. I'm gonna go over some of the kind of action items when it comes to our customers currently. So we're trying to basically get stability, and there's three major things, which is warranty and shipment. So when it comes to product support, we have a full team on standby. But please understand, we have such an influx of demand. We're very passionate at making sure we get our solution in your weapon systems and making sure they perform as we advertise, right? It just takes time to basically individually assess, especially for those that may be new to this. We have a team ready to service you. We just need time to basically catch up. So we're fielding calls every day. We have shipments going out every day. And when it comes to the warranty, we have a really solid warranty. It doesn't matter who breaks it, whether it's us or you. We're gonna replace the product or the lever, and we're gonna make sure you're completely covered, right? And then the last thing, I know we added more shipping solutions. We had USPS, and I understand a lot of customers kind of got screwed sometimes, and we're fully supporting it. So we just asked for some patience to catch up on that. But anyone that had their shipment lost, we're basically just gonna replace the product and eat it for you guys. We're gonna catch up on all these items as well. And the last thing I'll touch on before I hand it over to Malcolm is the scam sites. We're kind of getting assaulted at all these different fronts because there's a lot of hype around what we've done. There's multiple scam sites out there. We'll work on a list to kind of dish out to the community. I will do something for those that did get scammed. So if you did get scammed and you bought from one of these websites, please send us an email. I'm going to create and make sure we get one of our solutions for you guys. I'll hand it over to Malcolm. He has a few other action items to hit.
All right, regarding the rumored and now real rare breed lawsuit against us, we're not gonna be letting this affect any of our operations. We're gonna keep production going, we're gonna keep shipping, we're gonna keep scaling and building Atrius. To be quite frank, this lawsuit, it's, especially because it targets myself and my wife, the allegations are completely erroneous and entirely unfounded. So we're not gonna let it get in the way of what the Atrius stated mission is, right? Which is essentially proliferation and progression of our Second Amendment rights. So I'm just gonna, all right. But also I wanted to touch on the product support and customer support. We have a ticketing platform now. It basically like creates tickets. So if you have any issues, whether it's like lever breaking, any type of product support, you can't get it running, compatibility issues, even order status, go ahead and send us an email with all like the supporting, like if you have pictures of the lever, pictures of your build, things like that. And then that will help us like track it and actually close out tickets, because the DMs and the Facebook and all this stuff, like it keeps going and going, and we only have like 4 of us working on the customer support side. So if there's anything that you guys can do to help us streamline it just by, going through the proper channels, then I think that everyone will be pretty stoked on that. All right, so regarding our new order windows, we're gonna open processing this week sometime. So you guys could start placing orders, getting back in line. We have a lot of people that want to place their order and then wait for the lead time. So what we've done is now that we have our second facility being spun up as far as like more machines getting turned on every day, we're going to open the order window, and the current window that we're fulfilling, it'll be around like second, third week of August, all right? And then that's all the orders that we have gotten from, from our product launch until we shut off processing. After that, we're going to add an additional amount of inventory based on our capacity for, that month. And then we're going to fulfill against it. So basically, like this order window is going to be a 4 to 6 week lead time. Now in 2 weeks, we're going to add more inventory that will also have 4 to 6 week lead time, but that's in 2 weeks. So it's staggered every 2 weeks. So that's going to be the cadence of fulfillment that we're going to be doing, at least for the next 2 months, before we increase our capacity again.
Hey guys, we had a lot of things we had to wait on, right, in our operational environment to be able to explain the situation to you guys, our customers, and the community. But I just want to thank you for all the support. Now that we're kind of out of the weeds a little bit, we'll be able to do this more often. We keep you guys updated every step of the way. We're nothing without the community, and so we're really trying to make impact together, you know what I mean? And so our purpose is basically to advance freedoms for all Americans, So appreciate your support. All love to you guys, and thank you.